Hey troops, it's GeneralJSmith here, otherwise known as Josh, with another LEGO Stars Classic review, the first one of 2014. And this one has been actually one that's been requested quite a lot by you guys. So, and I haven't been saying I'm going to do it for a while, so, but here we go. It is the Battle on Geonosis, set number 7869, ages 8 to 14, comes with 331 pieces, and retailed when it was new in 2011 for £35 or $40. So, yeah. Cool set. I think the reason I'm going to get multiples as a set is for the cannon itself. Now, personally, what I would do, what I am going to do at some point, hopefully, is get one of the whole set, right? This is what I recommend. Get one of the whole set, of eBay or whatever, if, you want some of the things that come in this. But then if you want multiples of it, just get the cannon separately. Don't buy the whole set just to get the cannon, even though the cannon is the main part, obviously. But yeah, it's a great set. What did I say about it? Well, nothing really to say about the droids. This is the only other set, though, other than, the AAT, which I think came out in turn 8 or 9, that has the Super Battle Droid with the rocket arm. Oh, yes. So, can't really see that. You get Captain Rex. Back then, that was a quite rare figure, because we only ever saw that in the ATT that came in 2008, I think. But then again, a lot of people had that, so, I didn't, unfortunately. I know, a Clone Wars fan who done ATTE, I know, right? But anyway, so it's great to get him. And we get Luminar and Dooley, which is probably the best figure from this set, because we have not received a new one of her since, 2005, where we had the Wookiee sets. And that one I think was a light-up lightsaber. So it's great to see a new variant of her, and this set goes perfectly with the Geonosian cannon that came in 2012, I think, because that had Barasophi, it obviously has some Geonosians, and it went really well. You may be wondering why there are no Geonosians in the Battle of Geonosis. I wondered that at the time as well. I don't really have an answer to that, to be honest. I suppose this is more based off... Well, yeah, no, I suppose it is based on Battle of Geonosis. However, we do see these cannons mostly in Season 1 of the Clone Wars, actually. We see it in the Battle of Ryloth and, things like that. We do see it a bit in some other seasons, but it's not ridiculously widely known. We see the Republic cannon that came in 2014 a lot more. But yeah, anyway, so let's get actually into this set. Right, so the first figure, and I think probably the best, most main one of the set, is Luminar and Dooley, the newest version. She comes with a signature green lightsaber. Okay. That's just her new face printing. That's awesome. Quite basic, but, it's alright. Compared to today's standards, it is quite basic. I mean, it's not even two-sided. Oh, no, it's two-sided, sorry. Yeah. Long day. Hey, please excuse me if I cough during this review, because I've sort of got a cold, so, yeah. So there you go, that's her face. Printing, kind of nice. Kind of cool. And low printing. So there you go. No back printing, unfortunately. Does back head printing though. These are the ones with the goggles when she's driving the Bark Speeder. She does have those goggles on, and you just simply turn around her head. You got her signature head, not helmet, but I don't know, hat piece, whatever it's called. I don't know. Yeah. It's just what a species wears when they sort of become Jedi Masters or something. I don't know quite why they wear it, but they do. We've got the exact same one in the old variant of this, which is obvious. We also get the same mold in the Jedi Defender class cruiser with this white one, so that's cool. So this mold is quite rare, and it's very rare in the black colour. Well, it's even more rare in the white, but yeah. We've only ever seen this really twice. is she worth £35? I mean, it's probably more now if you want to get a box, like, on eBay, but at the time, I wouldn't have bought it for £35, you know, you could probably get it cheap off eBay, so, even now you could, so, there you go. Her skin, I believe, like, the colour, I think, is the same as skin colour. I think it is. If it's not, it's slightly different. If I just get a clone here, hang on. Okay, her skin colour is slightly different. Okay, well, no, he's got black hands, but her skin colour is slightly different, more sort of, I don't know, cream? Or whatever it is, I don't know. Okay, so there you go, that's Luminara and Dooley. Awesome figure, not worth the entire set, but I mean, yeah, definitely a really cool addition. I might have traded some figures for some Geonosis, maybe, but, you know, still a cool figure to add. I mean, she was in Season 2 in that battle, so that's cool. And yeah, right, so on to Captain Rex. And as I said, if you didn't get the 80TE from 2008, then this is another chance to get him, so that's awesome. I was saying that now, not really much point getting him, so you have the new Phase 2 version that came in the box speeder. So, yeah. You know, box speeder Psycon 2013. So, you know, if you just want to get a Captain Rex, you're probably going to get that one, because I personally think it's a lot cooler, and I think a lot of people do. But back then, back in 2011, we didn't have these sort of things. Right, back in 2011, we didn't even have any Phase 2 troopers, apart from those really old ones. So, he just has the exact same printing as a normal clone trooper, like nothing special about his torso printing. He just, you know, same old thing. There you go, clone. Blue arms, you know, just very simple. No leg printing. Yeah, it's back in the day we can give any clones leg printing. And also, this was back in the day where you had these plastic ones, because the fabric sort of waistcoats didn't come till 2012 in that battle pack. So, back in 2011, you had the plastic things. And you can see why we like the fabric more, because the plastic ones, this is your range of movement. There. There. And that's it. That's your incredible range of movement. You cannot move any more than that. So that sort of makes it impossible to sit down. Yeah. Also, the problem with this sort of non-fabric plastic one is the fact you can only move his arm this high. I mean, yeah, it's level, but you can't move it upwards. So that's how you move it. Well, at least on this side. On the other side you can, but it's just, yeah. And also, I don't really like this thing compared to the helmet, because it sort of looks like he's got no neck. Maybe it's just me. It looks too big for him in a way. Yeah. So anything really unique about this particular clone is the helmet printing. So there you go. That's old Captain Rex. Now we've got the new Captain Rex, sort of hybrid Phase 2. Yeah. This guy's awesome. I mean, this guy's the rangefinder, which this guy doesn't, you know. So, okay, you know. But I mentioned this a lot, you know, the fact that the Phase 2 helmets have these holes, which the Phase 1s do, and I don't know why, no one knows why, but they don't. And there you go. That's Captain Rex, with his old blasters, old stuff. And there you go. I think he's meant to drive, well, actually no, I'm not sure what he does actually in the battle, but he does something. And then you go on the battle droids. We have a super battle droid with the rocket arm. Other than that, though, he's completely not special in any way. I don't really know why they quit this. You know, they only ever put in 2 sets. They were kind of random, to be honest. This set and the AAT, and that was it, to my knowledge. So, please leave in the comments if there are any that any other sets that came in. But I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah. So, it's the only special feature of rocket arm. Other than that, though, a lot of people go on about they want these rocket arms to come back. I don't mind that much, to be honest. Quite frankly, I've got so many super battle droids, it's ridiculous now. So, I mean, yeah. I suppose I wouldn't mind, really, either way. But it's cool. Yeah. It's just a super battle droid with the rocket arm. We saw this in Season 1 as well, a lot. Yeah. There you go. You notice the normal arm is very straight, like completely straight. This one's slightly bent, so it's just a little thing to point out. So there you go. And there you go. That's his rocket arm. That's pretty much the only new feature on him. In the AAT, you got 3. So yeah, and in this set you only get one. So there you go. So that was all the sets that ever came in. You can check out my AAT review if you want to see more of these guys, because you've got 3 of them. So that's cool. And there you go. This is rocking on. And now you get 2 normal battle droids. As I say about these guys, you know, you've almost. I mean, if you've been a Lego fan for, well, in fact, even if you've just been a Lego fan from 2014 onwards, you know what a battle droid looks like. Because even from the 2014 line, we've got a bunch of battle droids. So really, if you're a Lego Star Wars collector any period, you really have no excuse if you don't know what these guys are, because, you know, they're battle droids. They're not actually the most common figure ever to come in a set. R2-D2 is. He's come in the most sets ever. But I think these guys, they might be second or something. They should be second. Because these guys come in a bunch of sets. Even if you just make Clone Wars sets, even if you just get clone sets, like, you know, you can inadvertently build your droid army as well. Which is partially why I tend to get more clone sets than droid sets. Because even just by getting clone sets, you can build your droid army to a quite reasonable size. I mean, 2014, we had more than double the amount of clone sets as droid sets, yet we had nearly as many droids. It's like, what? Okay then, fine. You just get so many more droids, they're so much more common, they're so much cheaper, they're just so much, yeah. But there you go. So those are your figures. You get 2 of them, by the way. Those battle droids. So yeah, on to the set, I suppose. So yeah, the main reason I think you'll be getting multiple of them is for this cannon, which is very useful, very cool. You know, I mean, definitely if you're mock building, which I think most Lego people are, then you're going to want quite a few of them. Like in the same way, you're going to want quite a few of the Republic cannon. You know, you're going to want quite a few of them to use in your mocks and things, and your stop motions. I mean, you know, you're going to want a lot of this. Which is a bit annoying, the fact, I'm not sure if it was exclusive, I can't remember. All I remember is that it wasn't very common, you know, you did not see it everywhere. Unlike some of the other sets that came that year, it was really not one of those ones. Like Mace Windu's Starfighter thing, that was in the same sort of category, it was sort of an exclusive, I think. Maybe it was, I can't remember. Alright, but we do get another little thing for the good guys. So this is sort of a hybrid between a good guy and a bad guy set, because we get a fair amount of each. We get the Bark Speeder. This is literally the exact same design as one we got from the 2011 Battle Pack earlier that year. Yeah, except the literally only difference is the fact that in the 2011 Battle Pack it was greeny strips, now it's red, sort of dark red. I suppose, yeah, I would say then I like this more just because I like the colour red more. But, you know, really, if you want to get Bark Speeders, then get the Battle Pack. It's so much easier to get and just like, you know, why would you buy a bunch of these just for the Bark Speeder? You know, I mean, but I suppose technically I like this one more, just because I like the colour red. So, yeah. But other than that, it's literally the exact same speeder, no difference in design, and personally my favourite speeder ever. I mean, Bark Speeder, because I just don't like any of the others, you know, quite frankly. None of the other Bark Speeders since or before has ever appealed to me. The one in 2013 with the sidecar, I didn't like that one, it's sort of a bit too long, and also for the price and things, you couldn't really get a massive quantity. I can't think of any others. Oh, the 2014 one. Well, you know, look at that. If you've seen a review of this, then you'll know I dislike this a lot. Just because it doesn't look accurate. So, the 2011 Battle Pack is by far the Bark Speeder I use the most. I've got 4 of them, and I've got this one, and yeah. But that's pretty much it. So, I believe Luminara is meant to pilot this thing. Okay, you're meant to turn her head around. Okay, so she's got her goggles on. And then, yes, sit down. Not sure why you'd have the clone fighting and the Jedi in the speeder. Wouldn't you think that's would be a waste of a Jedi? But anyway. Okay. So yeah, there she is. Know to put a lightsaber on the speeder. That's just because. And there you go. And then we go on to the main focus. It is the proton cannon itself. Oh yes. What's to say about it? It's just basically a public cannon, except, well, separatist, you know. I think, well, technically we did see this in episode 3, where those 2 cruisers are going next to each other and they're fighting each other. You see these cannons go boom. You know, however, I think they look slightly different. This isn't accurate, as pretty much all LEGO Star Wars sets aren't entirely accurate. Some of them obviously more accurate than others, but not completely accurate. For example, there's no place to put like the canisters or things where you put the ammunition, but that's just one of those things. It's still a very good example of the separatist cannon. Still worthy, yeah. Right, so it does come with 4 legs, just like the Republic cannon. That pivot. They go, what, like that? They go more than 90 then, because they can go all the way around here. They just stop when they hit the next leg, basically. Not that you'd want to go them that far, but they can. So they can go pretty far, each single leg. Kind of cool. These things can come out. You know, they can stretch. That's cool. You got these things on the side, which are kind of cool. Yeah. You just go, you know, I assume it's just maybe like extra defense on the knees. So that's good. I don't know why really this bit sticks out. There might be a way you meant to put the things, but I don't know. You don't really get any and you miss it. Whatever it's called. Yeah, these are the sensors, by the way. Even though it does have sensors, it's not like a droid, like the droid Tri-Fighter or the Vulture droid. It does require a pilot or a gunner, whatever. I think you did, although I don't really remember, but I think you did get an extra one of these arms so that you could put both of them on one battle droid and you could have them hold it. But, you know, I can't bother to do that. I think you can work out how it works. Basically, you just... There you go. And, oh, it's obviously slightly further away. There you go. Oh, whatever. Okay, it doesn't look perfect, but, you know, you get the point. And he's meant to hold on to those things. That is not a printed, it's just a, you know, clear thing. There's no stickers and there's no printed piece in this set. So, yeah, it's cool there's no stickers. Wish there was printed brick, but, you know, I wish that was printed. But unfortunately it's not. Cool if it was, but, you know, what are you going to do? And there you go, he just sits there. He just sits there piloting it. Shooting the cannon. The cannon does go up and down, as all cannons should. There is a knob on the front, you see. However, you can easily put it on the back, and really, I know, and it doesn't affect anything. If you remember when I did my Republic Cannon review, you know, like 2014 Republic Cannon, yeah, if you've seen that, then you may know that I accidentally assembled it slightly wrong. I said the cannon could only go, like, a bit up, and that's because I placed the knob in the wrong place, so it hit the knob. This one is not. This one is made correctly, and it literally makes no difference because it's so close to the thing. So if you put it this way around or this way around, it really makes no difference, literally whatsoever, how high or low it can go. Which means you might as well put it on the back because then it's less obvious, you know. It doesn't look as, I don't know, childish or whatever. So why Lego put it there, I literally have no idea. So, but you know, they put it here, let's put it here. Right, so you turn it this way, anti-clockwise. Well, it depends where you're sitting, but, you know. To move it down, that's how far I can go downwards. So, yeah. It can't actually go below the legs, but that's just because the actual thingy, whatever this is called, barrel, isn't long enough. And then you move it up, spin like so, and it goes up to this angle. Yes. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what angle that is, but pretty high. So you can go from here to there. That's its range of movement. Okay, so I might have actually just figured out why they put the knob this end. Because, oh yes, this is back in the day before we had those massive spring-loaded shooters, like the one we got on this one. We got these things, and also the days, well, no, we did still have flick-fire missiles. Ironically, no flick-fire missiles is set, but there is a missile that's more powerful, much more powerful. We also got the same missile in the Zen IFF Headhunter and the Embarant MHC. You see that rubber thing there? Oh yes, that's the end of it. Because these missiles are quite powerful. And I'm very curious to see right now which one's more powerful. So right here on GeneralJSmith, it might be a first. I hope it's a first. That'd be cool if it was. You're going to see which missile is more powerful. The old rubber ones or these new spring-loaded whatevers. But first I'll show you the rubber one. In this particular set, you just simply... It's very sensitive, like the new ones as well. I'm not sure if you can see sort of the missile thing there, but whatever. You can check out some other reviews which I've done. You just push this up, very sensitive. You see? And you sort of come out there. I'm not sure if you saw it actually hit the thing, but if you didn't, I will do it again. You just simply, by the way, we put it in like so. And right, look at the board. There you go, quite strong. Yeah, I can't even reach it. Okay, so there you go. It's quite strong. And here, for a first, we are going to do a test. If I can find a missile. Oh, I can only find a red one for now, but, you know, that'll do. We're going to see a test. Which one is more powerful? Please leave down in the comments your opinions. I'm going to tell you my opinion on which one's more powerful, and then please leave in the comments yours. Alright, so, how should we do this? I'm going to do them separately, then them together. Alright, first one, the new one. Yeah, and then the second one. Okay. Now bear in mind, I can't reach these guys. Right, bear in mind, the new ones are a lot smaller, which means they'll probably go faster and more streamlined. However, they won't have as much sort of power because of that, so they won't make as much of a, you know, shockwave on the thing. These are much bigger, and the ends are made of rubber. So yeah. These are more Lego based. These are more Lego based. A lot of people have been complaining about the fact that these do not look like Lego at all. They just look sort of like normal toys. And why would you buy Lego if you don't want it to be Lego? Just buy a normal model of it. So, you know, that's why a lot of people like these old ones. But, you know, whatever. Okay, now we're going to do them together. Okay, now we're going to do it together. You make up your mind which one's more powerful. Ready? Oh, hang on, I got... Okay, don't want to lose these. Okay, didn't shoot at the exact same time, but I think that was a fair accusation. Which one do I think is more powerful? I'm gonna go with... Well, it's hard to tell, because really it's not really fair, because this one, as I said, is smaller, so it won't make as much of an impact, but... Force-wise, being pushed out... I'm not sure, actually. It's actually really hard to tell. I suppose I would say this one, just because the spring is bigger in this one. But it's just bigger because the thing is bigger. So, you know, I mean, if this was smaller, then the spring would be smaller and the mechanism would be. So, you know, this one's much more easier to put. It's only like a 1x4 brick. So, that's much easier. I'm not sure about that one. Please leave down in the comments which one you think is more powerful and better and things. I mean, I don't really ever flick either, personally, just because, you know, I just don't sort of do that thing, but, you know, that's just me. It's not very obvious, though. It's not very obtrusive, you know, don't worry, it's not gonna, whatever, you know, it won't be like, oh, wow, that's so not real, but anyway. The reason I think this might be the front is because when you move it back, maybe... It's meant to collide with that thing, so the missile fires. No? Okay, it's not happening. Okay, yeah, it's not happening. Okay, and then I was completely wrong, sorry. So yeah, it's got nothing to do with that. I have no idea why Lego put it in the front then. It might as well be the back. But anyway, okay, I think it's time we got an instruction manual. Sheesh, I've been talking a lot about the missiles, so yeah. Right, let's get in the instruction manual. Instruction manual, average size, really nothing to say about it, it's just, yeah, it's an instruction manual. Really? See, not very fair, you got like 3 droids and a proton cannon versus Bark Speeder, and, you know, those guys. Well, it is Jedi, and, so maybe it is kind of fair, but, you know. Got Max in the back. Good old Max. Yeah, these are the 2011 sets that came out. I have every single one on this page, which is rare, actually. I have those 2. I have a ton of those battle packs. I don't know why I got so many of each of those battle packs. Seriously, I have like a mini Mandalorian army. Maybe I should do like a video of that. I did the review of that, and I've done the review of that. These 2 I cannot do the reviews of. If you haven't heard, then I will tell you once and for all. I cannot do the reviews of these, unfortunately, because I do not have any of the figures. The reason I didn't get any of the figures was because when I bought them back in 2011, they were £20 cheaper each. So basically I saved £40 without the figures on eBay, basically. So I thought to myself, you know, I'm not going to spend that much. Yeah, sorry about that. I've got a big cold, yeah. Okay. There are the figures. I'm not sure if they're size reference. Oh, they are. Oh, no, they're not. I'm kidding myself to do this review for you guys. Alright, so you can go up and down by turning the knob at the front. For some reason. Legs can move. And you can flick the missile. This is the many different pieces. You don't want to fit on one page. And there you go. So, yeah, cool build. As I recall, it was a pretty cool build actually. Quite fun. Not as long as I thought it'd be. Quite fun to do. And yeah, I'm quite proud of the build itself. So, much of an issue. I suppose I can't really recommend to invest in this. Seems that really it's already retired. So, you know. But, you know. Great set. I'm not sure how much it'll set you back if you want to buy one of these new in the box. I'm not sure really why you want to do it, because why would you buy the set other than to use it? It's one of the few sets where you really only would buy it to use it, but, you know, so there you go. I'm just going to do a little, very quick comparison of the Republic one. I did this in the actual review of this, but you see there, what is it, Proton Cannon is a tiny bit taller than the Republic one. Maybe not look that good to, from your position, but you know. But also the Republic one is far longer. The cannon is considerably longer. You know, it sort of just dwarfs it in length. So do the legs, and yeah. There you go. And yeah, so there you go. Okay, so there you go. That's the review of the Battle on Geonosis without any Geonosians, which is strange, but we don't get any. So there you go. If you like this review, please give it a like down below. I get the feeling there's something I haven't mentioned. Oh well. I can't really think of any more information about the Proton Cannon. It's a pretty cool set. We don't see much in the Clone Wars. Actually, funny enough. I wish we saw it more, but you know. Whatever. We do see a fair bit. But anyway. So yeah, I recommend this set. Overall, I will give it a 8 out of 10. So I'm going to give it. Because it's a pretty good set. Yeah, I recommend you pick it up. If you want to go on eBay to buy some sets, maybe not the very top of the list. However, at some point, I definitely recommend picking it up. Or at the very least, the Proton Cannon. You know, the rest of it you can live without. But the Proton Cannon is pretty, you know, important if you want to do mocks and things. So yeah, that's the review. Please give a like down below if you like this review. A lot of people are asking for it. Please leave down in the comments any of your thoughts. Please leave down in the comments which of those two missiles did you think is more powerful, and all that. Which one would you rather use, you know, to kill your little brother or something? And please subscribe to my channel if you like this review. Don't worry, my next review I won't have a cold. I will be more well. But you know, a lot of people asking me this, so I thought I'd get over with. So yeah, but it's a really cool review. I'm not sure next review will be. I don't know. I think it's something. Please leave down in the comments what other reviews you want me to do, and I'll see if I can do them. But yeah, so there you go, guys. That is it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next review, guys. GeneralJSmith out. Bye, troops.